Market Amusement Arcade, Gary. Elcott Street. Burglary in progress. Suspects believed on premises. Repeat, suspects on.
They went out for the bank.
How many of them?
A gang. They had masks on, bikers' masks.
You are?
Eric Trod. I work here. Is he going to be all right?
Come on! You all right, Gary?
Yeah, fine. Give me a break, will ya? Come on.
What's a biker's mask for?
Nothing!
You been in the arcade?
Yeah, but I ain't done anything.
So why run?
Oh, come on. I ain't done nothing. Black boy in a white man's uniform.
Good result with Devlin, sir.
Yeah, that's right, Danny. What do you want?
Oh, pint lager, please.
Chris?
The same, please, Captain.
Right. That's two more, Jelly.
He's pushing the boat out a bit tonight, isn't he?
Well, I had a good result in court.
Was this loan shark?
And the rest. Intimidation, kidnap.
What was the delay?
Have you met the Devlins?
Cheers, Chris. Danny. Well, get stuck in. Surprised to see you still here, Devlin.
Even Mr. Meadows.
Not much point in hanging about. Sean won't be out for a few years.
I'll be gone in the morning.
Yeah, it's getting fresher already.
Just that I pop in to see you celebrate.
Well, you've done that.
You still have witness not with you? Thought you'd at least want to buy her a drink.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just so they tell her no hard feelings. Have to leave it to another time, huh?
I was cleaning out one of the machines. Dougie, he was at the change desk.
See the owner?
Dougie Lyle.
Right.
One, he was bigger. He seemed a bit older. He just went for Dougie. Heard him shout, telling Dougie to get out from the desk. Next thing, Dougie's screaming.
It's all right, Mr. Trud. That's enough for now.
Dougie wouldn't have resisted. Most we kept in the float was 60 quid. What'd they have to hurt him for?
I want this witness, right? It's actually harassment.
You're
harassment.
harassing my ears.
Paul Adebayo, Sarge, suspected aggravated burglary in an amusement arcade on Elcott Street. I found this on him, tried to do a runner from the yard.
These lot just picked on me.
Mr. Adebayo, let's just calm down first, shall
You're
we?
not listening, are you? I want a solicitor now.
First things first. What's your full name? All right, turn your pockets out. Come on, quickly.
Looks like you got another customer, Mr. Isley.
Anything else?
Bit late for you, Jack. Thought C.I.D. needed their beauty sleep.
I just wanted to have a word, Philip. Now, this witness we've had in the Sean Devlin case.
Kate Michaels, yeah, another family.
She lives on a private estate at the back of the Park Mead. Is there any chance that a couple of your lads could keep an eye on her tonight?
I can't tie officers up without good cause, Jack.
Yeah, I know. I've just had Kieran Devlin mouthing off in the pub.
Yeah, well, if he's making threats, bring him in.
He's too clever for that. It's what he doesn't say that worries me. See, Kate Michaels has put herself out for us. She's divorced, she's lonely, she's frightened. We owe her one.
All right, I'll see what we can spare.
Right, I'll give it a ring.
That's the one.
Not supposed to sit here all night, are we?
Nah, just give it a couple of minutes whenever we're passing. That's what Cato wants. It's all right for her, nicely tucked up under her duvet.
We're supposed to be keeping an eye on Mrs. Michaels, mate, not having dirty thoughts.
It's 2 G's and aggravated, Ray.
Yeah, well, I was a bit pushed. The prisoner was mouthing off.
Paul Adebayo.
Bayo. Yeah, C.I.D. are interviewing him now, sir.
Not a name you'd forget.
No, sir.
This victim of the burglary, Dougie Lyle.
Do you know him?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
All I was doing was sorting my bike.
Which you parked behind the amusement arcade. Why is that?
Well, why not?
Well, it's private property. What were you doing there?
You don't have to answer any questions, Mr. Eddiebear.
No comment.
All right, Paul. Perhaps you care to tell us what went through your mind when you saw this gang hurtling past you as you sorted your bike.
By your own admission, you were behind the arcade for over half an hour, son, so you must have seen the gang get in, and you must have seen them coming out again.
Unless you went in there with them. Or maybe because you saw them with a baseball bat, you thought they were off to the park for a little game, yeah?
I didn't see no one, and I ain't no witness.
No, you're not. Because you're part of the gang, isn't that right?
Do you have evidence to back you on that point, officer? Because if you do, you've been studiously failing to present it to my client.
Yeah, you ain't got no evidence.
Well, we may well have a witness who can identify your client as being part of the gang in the arcade itself.
At night? With all those flashing lights? All that noise? Really?
With all due respect, Mr. Isley, you weren't there.
Just using my imagination, Mr. Skase. Seeing how it might appear to a jury.
Right, Alan. Perhaps you'd like to tell us where you got this from, Paul?
Showing the prisoner 5 crisp £20 notes.
I mean, you're out of work. Where'd you get 100 quid from?
I don't know. Maybe someone borrowed my jacket and then left it in there.
What's this got to do with anything? Unless I'm very much mistaken, we're talking about a burglary in which less than £60 was taken. In coins, not notes.
For which the owner of the arcade was savagely beaten.
Well, that's as may be. But unless you're suggesting that Mr. Adebayo had time between the burglary and his subsequent arrest to invest the money very wisely indeed, I'm at a loss to understand the point of your question.
I'm just asking your client where he got his money from.
And I'm pointing out that since the burglary was of £60 in coins, not £100 in notes, my client has no cause to explain it away at all.
Yeah, too right.
Now, kindly limit your questions to the case in point, Mr. Skase, if you wouldn't mind.
You hear that? Yeah, you're out of order, ain't ya? 1-0 to the brothers, right? Yeah.
Thanks for all the help, Mr. Isley.
I wasn't aware I had helped, Mr. Skase. Can't have been doing my job.
Yeah, well, right now I'm off to the hospital to try and get a statement out of a 58-year-old man that bit of pond life beat to a pulp.
Allegedly.
And you're quite happy to see him back on the streets, aren't you, dishing it out to someone else?
Does it matter whether I'm happy about it or not? Personally, I've got no time for the likes of Paul Adebayo. No more than you have. I wouldn't want him living next door.
But you pull out all the stops to keep him out of Nick.
Of course. The full panoply of the law. You say my client took part in the brutal assault of an elderly gentleman. It's your job to prove it, Mr. Skase. It's not mine to help you.
So let's get this straight, Philip. Dougie Lyle is Kay Michael's father.
I got to know him when he put in for a late-night licence. He runs the amusement arcade on Elcott Street. His daughter was working for him at the time.
And now he's in St Hugh's Hospital.
On the surface, it looks like a straightforward aggravated burglary. A gang of lads. They went after the cash desk.
It's a hell of a coincidence. Kieran Devlin issuing bail threats against Kate. The next thing, her father's violently assaulted.
Exactly. Looks like you've been worrying about the wrong target.
Excuse me, sir. Your minicab's waiting down at the front office.
Yeah. Give him that. Tell him what we needed. Well, if Kieran Devlin thinks he's going to get one over on me, I want him done. I'm not sending one of them down just so the brother can take over where he left off.
Right, Jack.
Excuse me, can I help?
Oh, I don't think you can. It's a bit late for that, isn't it? That's my dad in there. He's all I got left.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm D.C. Skase of Sunhill.
I knew who you were, I could guess.
And you are?
Kate Michaels. I've been doing quite a lot to help you recently.
Oh, right, the Devlin case, yeah?
Yeah. Your D.C.I. said all I had to do was give evidence, then everything would be all right. My fault for believing him, I suppose. Dad's breathing stabilised. As long as he has a good night, he should be okay. They reckon.
Oh, that's good.
Only he won't be, will he? Okay. He's got serious damage to his ribs and his pelvis. At his age, he'll never be okay again.
I'm sorry.
The stupid thing is, it was Dad who said I should see this Devlin thing through. He encouraged me. Now he's the one to suffer.
Well, we're doing our best to arrest those responsible.
Oh, so why don't you just pick up Devlin's brother? I mean, it was obvious it was him.
It's not as simple as that.
Never is.
We need proof.
Of course. So if Kieran Devlin comes after me next, what should I do? Make sure I've got a witness. No, Mr. Meadows, I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Any joy, Rod?
No, sir. Got a record in length of your arm on Sean Devlin, though. Known acquaintances a lot, but nothing to link him with Adebayo.
What about Adebayo himself?
Well, he's not in the same league. I mean, the only trouble he's been in was a couple of months back for punching a kid for messing with his bike.
That's the scrambler parked up in the yard.
Yeah, that's the one. There weren't any charges brought, and that's it.
Don't look too promising.
Well, I can't see it. I mean, a kid like Adebayo getting mixed up with the Devlin brothers. I mean, they're heavy duty. He's just a kid with a big mouth. I mean, what's he got to offer them?
Bit of muscle?
Maybe, but I'm sure if they needed it, they could find someone a hell of a lot better.
Right, thanks, Rod.
My other client, Paul Adebayo. If there are to be no charges forthcoming, I think he should be released. He's been held for over 2 hours now.
Yeah, well, there will be charges, Mr. Isley.
Fine either way. So, when are you planning to charge him?
In our own good time.
Well, let's hope it's not too long, Mr. Skase. I'm sure I don't need to quote Pace at you. Something about all persons being dealt with expeditiously.
Yeah, well, we'll be keeping him for the full 24 hours, and you can quote chapter and verse as much as you like, but he's not walking. Got it?
Rod.
Sarge.
Go.
Take a seat, Alan.
Cheers. The Devlins are staying at the Star on the Gatley Road. Ted Ramsey's the landlord.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah. Kieran Devlin got back later than the rest, and apparently it sounds as if they're having a party in their rooms.
Well, they've got a lot to celebrate.
Yeah. Also had a chat with Tony Stamp. He said there was no witnesses at the arcade to speak of, none that saw any faces.
Well, that's par for the course for that family.
Only one witness did say he heard of the voice that was handing out the beating. Said it would definitely sounded like an Irish accent.
Well, even so, it's not much to pass on to the CPS. So we're jumping back to Adebayo, yeah?
Yeah, but Rod said there's nothing to link the boy with any of the Devlins. All right, go.
So what about this lad? Is there any chance we could get him to point a finger?
With Isley as his brief, about 2 chances, Gov. Slim and none at all.
Why did you let Isley wind you up?
I don't know, Sarge. He's a brief. I should expect it. This is the way he goes on as if he's on our side. As soon as you get him into an interview, he just pulls the shutters down.
Isn't that what a good brief's supposed to do? Work in the best interest of his clients?
Yeah, it's just that some of them have a bit of leeway. You know, they play the game.
Maybe he can't afford any leeway.
What do you mean, Sarge?
There's plenty of people waiting for him to fall at the next hurdle. It can't have been a doddle for him getting this far. London lad, black, setting up as a solicitor.
Yeah, so he had a hard time of it. Big deal. I mean, why carry on with it now? You know, he's got where he is.
I don't suppose Isley fancies spending the rest of his life as a duty brief for petty thugs and flashers. If he wants to get on, then he can't afford any complaints from clients, can he?
What, you mean a blot on his copybook?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, he knows you're interviewing Adebayo again.
Your son's old enough to look after himself. I'm sure he's stayed up this late before.
But not without phoning his mother.
Yeah, well, maybe this time he hasn't got enough money for the call box.
You don't understand. My son has bought himself a motorbike. It's only a small thing, a scrambler. But I'm petrified he might have had an accident.
Ah, well, that's something for the hospital, sir.
It's okay, Reg. You're Mr...
Adebayo. Louis Adebayo. I'm looking for my son.
We just leave him to it. He'll get bored soon enough.
What's going on?
He's been like this for 10 minutes, Sarge. Won't shut up.
Right. Hey, keep it down.
What's going on? What am I still doing here?
Look, you know what's going on, Paul. You're being held pending further investigations.
This place is doing my head in.
Hey, listen. No one likes being locked up, but that's the way it's got to be. And there's nothing to be gained by yelling the place down now, is there? Now, you said you didn't want anyone contacted before. How about now? Do you want me to get in touch with your family?
No, don't want them involved.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, if you change your mind...
Is my bike all right?
Yeah, it's in the yard. It's fine. It's a nice machine.
If it was down to me, I'd have soundproof cells. That way they could make as much racket as they like.
You might have something there.
Thought you were on the prisoner's side.
Professionally. Doesn't mean I don't recognise street trash when I see it. I mean, that boy's not stupid. He's got a brain. What's he doing with it? Hanging with gangs? Getting arrested type of street kudos?
Surprised you bothered to represent him.
You can represent a client without liking him, officer.
Right. Now, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Adebayo, but we've arrested your son on suspicion of aggravated burglary.
Paul? How?
Well, we believe he was part of a gang that raided an amusement arcade earlier this evening, injuring the owner.
How badly?
Well, it's quite serious, I'm afraid.
So could you tell us a little bit about your son, Mr. Adebayo?
Paul is just a normal boy. He's not good, he's not bad, just normal. He's never been violent. I've brought him up right.
Does he have many friends?
A few still from school. The ones who haven't got work yet.
Does the name Devlin mean anything to you?
No, it's not one of his friends.
So how does Paul spend his time?
He used to spend hours looking for a job. Now he just rides his bike.
What sort of jobs was he looking for?
Mechanic. He's not happy unless he's got grease on his hands.
But no luck?
No. I told him to go to college, get qualifications. He argued no.
Why not?
He said, Dad, I could have a degree. They would still give the job to someone else.
And why is that?
Because he's black. Well, that's what he says.
Sarge, you took a call for me?
Yeah. Landlord of the Star, Gatley Road.
Ted Ramsey?
His house guests are on the move. They paid their bill and they're all set to leave.
Thanks, Sarge.
The trouble is, Mr. Adebayo, tonight's burglary could be down to a gang of lads, your son included, but they may have been put up to it.
What does Paul say?
Well, I'm afraid he's being less than forthcoming.
Yes, I know that side of him. He digs his heels in.
Well, do you think he'd listen to you if you told him to help us?
6 months ago, yes. But now, I'm about the only person he wouldn't listen to.
Why is that?
I told Paul no. I would not buy him his precious bike. I would not lend him the money. I was strict on the matter.
And that upset him?
It was just someone else telling him no. So of course he went his own way.
And he bought the bike?
He boasted he would pay it off. He would work as a courier. Some chance.
You know he had 100 quid in his pockets. I mean, if he's not working, where'd he get that from?
I don't know.
So what you're saying, Mr. Adebayo, is that your son borrowed the money to pay for the bike?
Yes.
So who from? Well, I can't imagine the banks were very keen.
I think he borrowed from bad people. Sharks. Isn't that what you call them?
They're on the move, all right. All packed for home.
Any other time I'd have said good riddance to bad rubbish.
That's Kieran, is it?
Yep. What's he up to?
And what's this motorbike got to do with anything?
Well, your client borrowed a large sum to pay for it. Now, there's a possibility he got the cash from a loan shark called Sean Devlin.
But you can't be sure.
Well, we can't be certain it was Devlin, but it would explain why Adebayo got himself mixed up with the burglary.
And he was having trouble paying back the debt. Now, if it was to the Devlins, what's to say that one of them didn't give him the chance to have it all written off once and for all?
And a little sweetener, say a ton, 5 crisp 20s.
For what?
For a favour. You see, we don't believe that burglary was the motive for the assault. That was just to hide the fact that it was a grudge attack.
I mean, it's quite a cover, isn't it? Gang of hired kids on the rampage.
Have you any proof for any of this?
No. But if we're right, it puts your client's case in a much more favourable light.
In what way?
Well, there's a question of duress for the court to consider. I mean, how much pressure was Adebayo actually put under?
Plus, there's nothing to say that Adebayo had any prior knowledge that violence was going to be part of the setup. So he wouldn't be guilty by association.
Say I went along with you. I encouraged my client to answer your questions. Now, what if you're quite wrong?
Then we do the lad for aggravated burglary. We're not offering any deals.
It's all mights and maybes, Mr. Meadows. Far too much supposition.
Look, all I want is for Adebayo to answer yes or no to one simple question. Was Kieran Devlin involved?
But if he answers that, my client is guilty by implication. He's as good as saying, yes, I was part of it.
Yeah, well, that's a risk.
Nah. I can't advise my client to do as you wish. I'd be failing in my duty to offer the best possible advice.
You mean you'd be failing to cover your own back by laying yourself open to awkward questions? If Adebayo is even half innocent, he's got to deserve better than this.
You have no evidence.
Oh, we'll find it. Have no fear. The trouble is, by then, your client might well have been left to carry the can on his own. He'd be looking at a custodial sentence.
And I wouldn't bet on his chances either. Come on. It's got to be worth sticking your neck out for.
Bring me evidence, and I'll advise my client accordingly. Until then, I'm sorry.
I've lost him. Better get round to Kate Michael's house.
He's got to be here.
It's all right, you stay put. I'll have a wee look round the back.
You took your time.
Kieran Devlin.
Right first time.
What are you doing here?
What's it look like? Enjoying myself.
It's all right, Mrs. Michaels. There's nothing to worry about.
Well, what's he doing here?
Just leave it to us, all right? Now, in you go. Go on.
Just showing a star witness to know where she lives. Not a crime, is it?
Intimidation is.
Would I do such a thing?
Right, Paul. I want to ask you again about Sean Devlin. You know him, don't you? Look, did Sean or his brother have anything to do with the planning of tonight's little number at the amusement arcade?
I wasn't there.
Yes, you were, Paul. Now, did Kieran Devlin set up the raid tonight? Did he pay you? Is that where you got the £100 from? Look, was it Kieran Devlin who hit the man behind the cash desk? Yes or no, Paul?
I advise you to answer the question, Mr. Adebayo.
There's not a lot we can do Devlin on. And he knows it.
Hang on, Alan. I'll see if D.C.I. Meadows is still here.
Look at him. He knows he'll walk. He's just showing Kate how vulnerable she is.
Yeah.
And he was just sitting there.
According to Helen, we can hardly do it for intimidating witnesses. The trial's over.
I'll think of something, Matthew.
Sir.
Yeah.
Results. Kieran Devlin bankrolled the lot. And he was there. Adebayo said he was the one putting the boot in.
Brilliant. That's GBH, burglary, possible attempted murder. I told him I'd think of something.
Sir.
Alan, D.C.I. Meadows.
Croft?
Bring Devlin in.
Right.
And tell him from me he's going to need a damn good solicitor.